Hello everyone. Today we will be continuing with some of the remaining short sums which are given on page number 264. So let's start with question number 8. Here is the question. M, N, O and P are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 5:3:2:2. N and P retired. N's share is acquired by O and P's share is acquired by M. So here we are given that two partners are retiring out of 4 and they are N and P. According to old ratio, that is given 5:3:2:2. According to that ratio, N's share was 3/12 and P's share was 2/12. And N's share is acquired by O and P's share is acquired by M. That means gaining ratio for M and O is equal to 2:3. Now, we can apply the formula of new share in order to find out M's new share and O's new share. We know the formula that new share is equal to old share plus gain. Here we have both the informations. Now let us find out M's new share. Here M's old share is equal to 5/12 according to this ratio. Plus M's gain is, that is also given, 2/12. So if we solve this, we will get 7/12 as M's new share. Now O's new share is equal to, here O's old share is 2/12 and O's gain share is 3/12. So O's new share will be, by adding these two, we will get O's new share, that is 5/12. So in this way, new profit and loss sharing ratio for M and O is equal to 7:5. Now let us do question number 9. A, B and C are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 1/2, 30% and 1/5 respectively. B's share is taken over by A and C in the ratio of 3:2. So here profit and loss sharing ratio of partner A, B and C is given, that is 1/2 of A. Then as B's ratio is given in percentage form, so we can also write it as 30/100, and C's profit and loss sharing ratio is 1/5. Now we can make it smaller, so we can also write it as 1/2:2, 3/10:1/5. Now you can see here the ratio appears in fraction. So before attempting any calculation, we will find out the ratio in simple figure by taking LCM. So here the ratio 1/2:3/10:1/5 can be restated as 5:3:2. So we are also given that B's share is taken over by A and C in the ratio of 3:2. Here again gaining ratio for A and C is given, that is 3:2. So note that when the gaining ratio of continuing partners is given to distribute profit and loss share of the retiring partner, in that case, in order to find out new profit and loss sharing ratio, first of all, calculate gaining share of continuing partners by distributing retiring partner's share. So here the formula for gaining share of continuing partner would be share of the retiring partner multiply by gain share given to the respective partners. So here A's gain would be 3/10, that is share of retiring partner, multiply by 3/5, that is A's gain share. So by multiplying it, we will get 9/50 as A's gain. Now we will obtain C's gain. Here share of retiring partner is 3/10, multiply by 2/5, that is C's gain share. By multiplying it, we will get 6/50 as C's gain. Now we will apply the formula for new share, that is new share is equal to old share plus gain. So in this way, A's new share would be 5/10, that is old share of A, plus A's gain that we just found out, that is 9/50. By adding these, we will get 34/50 as A's new share. Similarly, we will obtain C's new share. Here C's old share is 2/10 plus C's gain is 6/50. If we solve this, we will get 16/50 as C's new share. So in this way, new profit loss ratio of A and C would be 17:8. Now let us solve question number 11. A, B and C are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2:1. C retires. The new profit and loss sharing ratio of A and B is decided at 7:5. So this question is very simple, as here we have been given old profit and loss sharing for A, B and C, that is 3:2:1. Then after retirement of C, new ratio is also given in the question itself, so we don't require to find out new ratio. New ratio of A and B is 7:5, as partner C has retired. Now he is not existing in the firm, so new ratio of A and B is given only. Then here we have to find out gaining ratio. If new profit sharing ratio among the remaining partners is given, in that case, the gaining ratio is calculated by deducting the old ratio from the new ratio. We know the formula of new share, that is old share plus gain. So by reshuffling this formula, we can obtain the formula of gain, that is new share minus old share. So let's obtain A's gain. Here A's new share is 7/12 minus old share of A is 3/6 according to this ratio. So if we solve it, we will get 1/12 as A's gain. Now we will obtain B's gain. Here B's new share is 5/12 as per new ratio, and old share of B is 2/6 as per old ratio. So if we solve it, we will get 1/12 as B's gain. Therefore, gaining ratio for A and B is equal to 1:1. And new profit and loss sharing ratio is already given in the question, that is 7:5. Now let's solve question number 12. A, B and C are the partners sharing profit in the ratio of 4:5:1. Following journal entry for goodwill is passed at the time of the retirement of B. Journal entry is A's capital account debit 6,000, C's capital account debit 4,000, to B's capital account 10,000. So here in this question, we are given old ratio, that is 4:5:1, and we are not given gaining ratio. Instead of that, we are given journal entry. So how we are going to find out gaining ratio? We are going to find out gaining ratio with the help of this journal entry. See, as the retiring partner will not be sharing future profits, therefore all continuing partners pay to retiring partner the share of goodwill in gaining ratio. So after goodwill valuation, the adjustment for goodwill will be made through the partner's capital account. That means here 6,000, that is here, and 4,000 are distributed according to gaining ratio. So on the basis of these figures, that is 6,000 and 4,000, gaining ratio will be found out. So by cancelling common 3 zeros and then further by simplifying numbers 6 and 4, by cancelling it with common factor 2, we will get gaining ratio 3:2. So here, as we are having gaining ratio, our next step would be to find out continuing partners gain, where formula for gain is equal to share of retiring partner multiplied by gain share. So let's obtain A's gain, where A's gain is equal to 5/10, that is share of retiring partner multiplied by 3/5, that is A's gain share. If we multiply it, we will get 15/50 as A's gain. Similarly, we will find out C's gain, which is equal to 5/10, that is share of retiring partner multiplied by 2/5, which is C's gain share. If we multiply it, we will get 10/50 as C's gain. Therefore, our gaining ratio is equal to 15/50 is to 10/50. As it appears in fraction, if we bring it to simple figure by taking LCM, we will get 3:2 as gaining ratio. Now we are able to find out new share, where formula for new share is equal to old share plus gain. So let's obtain A's new share, where A's new share is equal to 4/10, that is old share of A, plus 15/50, that is A's gain. If we solve it, we will get 35/50. Similarly, we will find out C's new share, which is equal to 1/10, that is C's old share plus 10/50, that is C's gain. If we solve it, we will get 15/50 as C's new share. Therefore, new profit and loss sharing ratio for A and C is equal to 35/50 is to 15/50. If we bring it to simple figure by cancelling it with common factor 5, we will get 7:3. So here our new profit loss sharing ratio for A and C is equal to 7:3. Now let us solve question number 13. A, B, C and D are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4:3:2:1. C retires. After the retirement of C, A will maintain his old profit share. That means A is gaining nothing. Here only B and D are gaining. Here, gaining ratio of B and D is not given. So here you must note that when one partner retires and no information regarding gaining share and new profit and loss sharing ratio are given, in that case, it is presumed that the retiring partner's share of profit is acquired by remaining partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Therefore, here gaining ratio of B and D is equal to 3:1, which is same as their old ratio, that is 3:1. Now, as now we are having gaining ratio, our next step would be to find out continuing partners gain, where formula for gain is equal to share of retiring partner multiplied by gain share. So let's find out B's gain. Here B's gain is equal to 2/10, that is share of retiring partner multiplied by 3/4, that is B's gain share. If we solve it, we will get 6/40 as B's gain. And now D's gain is equal to 2/10, that is share of retiring partner multiplied by 1/4, that is D's gain share. If we multiply it, we will get 2/40 as D's gain. Now we will find out new share. New share is equal to old share plus gain. Here A's new share is equal to 4/10, that is A's old share plus 0, as it is mentioned that A is gaining nothing. So here we will take 0. So here we will get 4/10 as A's new share. Then similarly we will find out B's new share, that is 3/10 plus 6/40. If we solve it, we will get 18/40. Now D's new share is equal to 1/10, that is D's old share plus 2/40, that is D's gain. If we solve it, we will get 6/40 as D's new share. Now, new profit and loss sharing ratio for partners A, B and D is equal to 4/10 is to 18/40 is to 6/40. Now, by making denominator equal, we will get 16:18:6. And if we cancel it out with common factor 2, we will get 8:9:3. So here, by this example, by observing this example, we can say that when old profit and loss sharing ratio of partners, of remaining partners, is continued even after the retirement of a partner, their gaining ratio also will be the same as old ratio. So here we have completed short sums. Remaining sums you have to try on your own for your practice. In the next session, we will be studying accounting treatment of goodwill. Thank you.